This is a very bizarre situation that I had no idea existed. I have no idea if this is actually true. Does anyone know? Do the population of bunnies... Does the population of bunnies go up and down with the solar whatever activity?
Are all of these factoids correct?
Yes, they are all true. Every single one of them,
We're
except for the ones that are not. Yes.
They are actually okay.
Except the flaws.
Yeah,
of the
but they're
argument.
flawed in a lot of them.
Yeah, I know. A lot of these sentences by themselves in isolation are taken from true statements, but they certainly manipulate them. So you have to be careful. But it doesn't matter at a party. No one's going to fact check you, right? Especially in this world today, you can say anything and get away with it.
The LSAT is the ultimate purveyor of fake news. So.
Yeah, you just question the authenticity of it if it becomes a problem, you know? I'm not so sure if you're right about that. Say, hey, I don't know if your source is right either. Yeah, I don't even know if that tape is true. Okay, so, in any case, answer choice D. We're looking for the one that's the exception, right? That doesn't support the idea that these things are correlated or that there's a causal effect here, that the sun is having some sort of effect on the population. D, the variation from cycle to cycle in the magnitude of the highs and lows in snowshoe hare populations is highly correlated with variations from cycle to cycle in the intensity of highs and lows in sunspot activity. What this does is it fixes one of the problems with the correlation. Like we have some sort of correlation between sunspot activity and the population increase, right, or decrease. But what if the activity was like not so big and there was a population increase, and then sunspot activity was really big and the population increase was not so big, but then when the sunspot activity was small, the population increase was huge. Like that wouldn't make sense, right? What they're saying is when the sunspot activity goes up dramatically, the population increase goes up dramatically, and when it goes up a little bit, the population goes up a little bit. So it tightens the correlation between these two events, which increases the likelihood that one is causing the other. Correlation does not prove causation, as we are told 1,000 times a day with this stupid test, but it does provide some support for it, right? So if you can tighten that correlation, it's going to make it even more likely, which is why D is wrong, because it does provide some support. B doesn't do anything. Why doesn't B do anything?
Both in the presence and in its absence.
Yes. In other words, it breaks the correlation. It says, wait, the local weather patterns can affect the population changes, and that has nothing to do with the sunspot activity. So then you're like, okay, what does this have to do with anything regarding the sunspot activity? Who thought this strengthened? We can talk about it.
I don't know.
I see you have it really darkly circled.
Oh, that was because of the right answer.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
I chose the other one.
B, definitely B.
It was the in its absence. I don't know. I guess I missed that part because
The last part of the answer?
yeah, and then like the last part of the argument says regular cycle of sunspot activity, and then this says absence. It just when they get so long, it's like really hard for me to.
You're just like, yeah,
Yeah, I'm just like
you got better things to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You can always break these down and just read the first half and then read the second half. Right, just stop and be like, okay, what's been said? Okay, now I got it. Let me keep going.
Yeah, I just worry about like time.
10 seconds, just chill and be like, what was said?
Yeah, maybe yeah.
It's probably worth it. Because
That's
here's one thing to keep in mind. Let's say you spend a minute and a half on that question. If you got it wrong, that whole minute and a half was wasted. Like you might as well just sat there and like throw, like pencil shavings at like your neighbor. You're like, well, I'm gonna get this one wrong, so and then continue. Yeah. So that 10 seconds is probably worth its weight in gold because it's gonna make that minute and a half worthwhile.
Yeah, that's why I like trip up a lot. Is most of the time when I get wrong answers, it's wrong because I just like missed something in the passage.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions on this one? Okay.